In today's message, I want to talk about something a little bit different, and that is how astrology can actually help us on the journey of codependency recovery. Now, I know astrology isn't for everyone, and I respect that, but if you've ever been curious, if you've ever glanced at your chart or read your horoscope and thought, that sounds a little bit like me, well, then this message might open your eyes to something deeper.
This is the essence of femininity, healing emotion, bold energy, grace in my walk, truth in my voice, loving myself is my power, my choice.
Hi there. I am the Essence of Femininity, your certified professional life and recovery coach for codependency recovery, and this is my YouTube channel. I'm Yellow Butterfly. In today's message, I want to talk about something different, and that is how astrology can actually help us on the journey of codependency recovery. I get it. I know. I know astrology isn't for everyone, and I respect that. But if you've ever been curious, if you've ever read your chart or just glanced at your horoscope and you thought to yourself, that sounds a little bit like me. Well, this message just might open your eyes to something deeper. Okay. Here's what I've come to realize. Astrology doesn't fix your life, but it holds up a mirror to it. It shows you the dynamics you might ignore and how patterns can repeat itself and how people might show up in your life, especially when you are in environments like the workplace where codependency could play a huge role. Let me give you a real life example from something that occurred with me just recently. Now, I had a coworker come to my desk while I was deeply focused on something important. Now, my energy was centered. I wasn't performing. I wasn't overly excited to see them, excuse me, when they walked up, because when they approached me, I was just centered on what I was doing. And I didn't greet them with this warm, fuzzy, and big, enthusiastic response. And he looked at me and he said, "Oh, I see what you're on." Now, in the past, before I started healing from codependency, that comment would have triggered me. I would have explained myself. I would have started defending my mood or explaining what I was doing or just doing anything I can to make him feel warm and validated. But instead, I recognized exactly what was happening. He wasn't seeing me clearly. He was projecting. And astrology has helped me to understand why this dynamic has often happened to me. Now, my chart shows that I can carry what is like a polarizing energy. I am a Gemini sun with the Leo moon and Leo rising. So sometimes I naturally stand out, and people tend to expect more from me than themselves. They expect me to always be enthusiastic, always welcoming, and always validating, even in ways that they don't show up for other people. Sometimes my aura or my leadership, it can draw this presence out. And when I don't perform up to that script, insecurities can surface. That comment wasn't about me at all. It was about that other person not feeling seen or being validated the way they wanted. Astrology has confirmed for me that my seventh house, which rules relationship and open enemies, reveals how I often attract people who present themselves as allies or friends, but secretly they're competing against me or they just resent me. My Venus placement shows that I naturally give value and oftentimes way too much. So I attract people who take more than they give. And then my moon, which is in Leo, highlights how other people expect me to shine, even when I don't want to. They want me to be the star in their play. And if I don't meet their standards or their expectations, they start having resentment. My Saturn shows me the hard lessons like setting boundaries and standing firm in such environments that I'm explaining to you. And my Neptune connections remind me that not everyone who smiles in my face is actually my friend. And I have learned that big lesson in 2025 and 2024. Now, these placements, they don't control me, but they make me aware. They show me where I'm most likely to slip back into codependent habits like over explaining or people pleasing, just carrying emotional baggage and labor that doesn't belong to me. And they also show me where my growth lies, like choosing authenticity over diplomacy, to say less and to just walk away from what doesn't serve me. Also, in understanding that other people's projections are not mine. It's not my truth, it's theirs. This is just the power of astrology in recovery. It validates what you already feel in your gut, and it points out your blind spots. It reminds you where you are vulnerable or what you could be slipping back into, and it gives you the tools to name those dynamics around you for what they are without internalizing them. I'm not perfect, guys. And I want you to know that I still sometimes have moments where I feel that urge to overcompensate or to be extra polite or to just smooth things over for other people. But astrology helps me to ask myself, it pauses me and say, girl, is this diplomacy or is this codependency? And literally that one question alone has saved me from giving away my peace countless of times, literally. And this is why now I'm starting to incorporate astrology into my coaching for those who want it. Now, I get it. Like I said, not everyone is going to be drawn to it, and that is okay. But for those who are, and you're curious and you want a powerful layer of insight into your healing journey, I have it. Just imagine seeing exactly where you are in your chart and what you're most prone to, like overgiving, or where boundaries are the hardest, and where you're being called to grow into your authentic self. That's knowledge that you can actually use. That's helpful. So whether you're using astrology or not, I want to say this. I want to leave you with this. When you begin to heal from codependency, you start to see people for who they are. I deal with this every day. You recognize the projection. You see the envy. You see the performance of fake allies for what it is. And you learn that not everyone who laughs with you is for you. And you finally stop mistaking codependency for kindness. That's freedom. That's authenticity. So, as always, I invite you to schedule a one-on-one consultation with me through my website. I want you to subscribe to my channels, join my community, and let's work together to create the life you deserve, because freedom, it starts here. I'll talk to you later. Bye now.
Are you ready to break free from codependency and reclaim your sense of self? Introducing the Essence of Femininity's 21-day Codependency Recovery Mastery Program starting May 1st, 2024. Led by a certified professional life and recovery coach, this program offers guidance and support to help you navigate the complexities of codependency and foster healthier relationships. But hurry, participation is limited and seats are filling up fast. Don't miss this opportunity to embark on a journey of healing and empowerment. The Essence of Femininity, empowering you to reclaim your authenticity and live a life of freedom. This is the essence of femininity. Healing emotion, bold energy. Grace in my walk, truth in my voice. Loving myself is my power, my choice. Butterfly wings, I rise and I shine. The past behind me, the future is mine.